Hi everyone, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Now if you're listening to this and you're fairly young, someone under the age of 30, make sure you continue watching this because it's a very valuable life lesson I've learned in my late teens and I want to share it with you. And of course, for anyone else over the age of 30, I think you'll fully connect with today's topic. It's also very valuable for you at any age. Now, I've noticed that over the age of 40, and certainly with senior citizens and the older crowd, one emotion so many of us have is regret. Now, we regret the things that we may have done, but more so, we really regret all the things that we did not do in life. Now, this could be in your relationships, all right, or with work, or finances, or your health, or maybe poor decisions you've made, and so forth. Of course, since I'm a doctor, I deal with this topic of health a lot more, and many of my older clients have said that they regret not making their health a bigger priority or even their number one goal. This is especially true with people who have aches and pains, who have diseases and cancers and so forth. Even more so with the ones who have lots of money, right? And now, even with all the money in the world, they can't buy back their health. Honestly, neglect equals regret. So even myself, obviously I have lots of regrets in life too, right? As I'm even saying this, I can think back to, I wish when I was younger I had the courage to ask out girls or even talk to one when I was young, and I was just super intimidated and shy and insecure, right? I was focused on the potential bad that may happen if I asked a girl, right? Because maybe she would reject me, rather than the potential good that may happen, like she would say hi back or she would say yes if I asked her out. Luckily, I spent a lot of my time, over the years with my grandparents and their older friends when I was in my late teens, and I quickly learned about regret and how costly of an emotion this is. You see, it caused them, my grandparents and so forth, to live in the past and think about all that they could have done or would have done or should have happened. It caused them pain and worry and stress and so forth. Because of this, I made sure I took action on what I wanted in life because I didn't want to have all the regrets later on in life, all right? Obviously, we know regret is detrimental, but it's also very draining, all right? It's also too expensive. It's too big of a loss that you can never go back and fix. So going forward, right, I started to set my goals, right? I wrote down why I wanted to achieve it, and then I took action, as I've stated in one of my previous videos. I did my best to focus on all the potential positives that may happen rather than the negatives, which is the opposite of what most of us do. You see, it's human nature to focus on the negative. This is actually how your body protects itself from future stress. And trust me, at the beginning, it was very difficult for me to focus on the positives, all right? I naturally just wanted to go right to a negative place. However, just like any muscle, all right, I had to train and strengthen this emotional muscle of being more positive rather than going to a negative place. You see, whenever something stressful or bad happened, I made sure that I would see the positive that could come out of it. Or by asking myself sometimes, well, what else could this mean, right? Thinking of something positive. Just like a garden, right? I had to make sure I started to remove all the ugly weeds daily that life planted. For some reason, weeds tend to grow anywhere, right? Anytime they require no water or fertilizer. Yet beautiful flowers and roses require a lot more effort to grow, but it's worth it. Thus, I stopped watching the news, anything negative. It's always full of negative information, and that's because that's what sells with news. I would also slowly get rid of negative people in my life and try to find positive, supportive people to spend time with. But let's face it, maybe that's too difficult to find, right? If I couldn't find anyone positive, I would then read books and autobiographies and so forth. Thus, more good was coming into my life than the bad, and I was the gatekeeper of it, right? And nowadays, you have access to anything you want, anytime you want. You can pick and choose on demand what you want and don't want. So make sure you spend your valuable time on positive energy and thoughts and people, information, and so forth. And limit or remove the negatives. Trust me, you have far more control these days as to what you let into your life than we did when I was growing up. Okay? If there's something you don't want, take action. You have control over it. All right? If there's someone special you want to get to know or ask out, go for it. All right? The worst that can happen is they say, no, not interested, which means nothing against you since they don't even know you. All right? They may be in a relationship or they want to be single or whatever else. Just don't take it personally. Again, they don't know you. Just move on knowing that at least you took action, all right? You faced your fear and you did it. This is very courageous, all right? This is what you need to get ahead in life. This is why you have no regrets. Now, this is the same with your health. What do you want to accomplish or improve when it comes to your health? Let's be honest, getting older means more health problems, not less, okay? You get only one body, one life. Treat your body and your mind like it's the most valuable asset in the world because it really is. Give yourself, your mind and body the love and respect it deserves, all right? Don't let anyone do otherwise. This is something only you can do, all right? Nobody else. Don't want this positivity or expect it from someone else, all right? Don't blame anyone else or your past or your parents or the news or anything else. We all have crap in our past, right? Instead of focusing on the problem or what you don't have, okay, focus on the solutions and what you do have. As the saying goes, have that attitude of gratitude. And if someone says something negative about you, and there always will be haters, trust me, I know it. All right? No matter how smart or how good looking or how rich or powerful or famous, just know that that these negativity is someone's own reflection of what they see in themselves. Their negativity stems from their own insecurities and their own lackings. Don't hate them. Actually feel sorry for them. Wish them the best and then move onward and upward, all right? Don't try to change other people. Only try to improve you one day at a time. Then 1 year and 5 or 10 and 20 or 50 years from now, you won't have regrets, or at least you'll have far less, and that is priceless. And as you may know, I think your health, all right, your physical, your emotional, your mental health should be your number one goal, at least your top 3 priorities in life. Because without health, you honestly have nothing. If you don't believe me, remember the last time you were in just horrible pain or just terribly sick, right? You couldn't do anything. You felt miserable. Maybe you felt like dying, all right? You would have done anything to get rid of it, right? Well, you don't want to be in daily pain or worry about later on in life. And that's so easy to fix, right? Just start living a healthier lifestyle one day at a time, starting today. Make small improvements daily with better, empowering habits, which will allow you to achieve your health goals. In the comments below, please share what regrets you may have in your life or what changes you want to make and improve and better in your life, all right? Especially if it has to do with your health. You can also go to AskDrSam.com or click the link below in the description area or at the end of this video and let me know what your number one health goal is and how I can assist you personally. And you found today's topic helpful, please share it with a friend and help them as well. And as always, thanks for listening, and I hope you have a very happy and healthy day.